Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. This is Everything Man United, and I am your host, Otis. And with me is Kizzy. Chooks is not here to join us, so you just have us to deal with. So, we're bringing you Everything Man United, all the latest information, um, our player form, the pre match show. This is our pre match show for Man United versus Chelsea. So, just stick with us. But before we delve right in, Kizzy, there's been some updates. And the updates reaching everything Man United is that there's been dressing room leaks. So, Kizzy, what do you have to say about this?
Dressing room, Moriho, dressing room, Uli, dressing room, Ten Hag. What sign is it? It's a sign of sack. Okay, but that will never happen as long as I'm alive. Look, see, the thing there is that it's not time when they want to use Ten Hag as a scapegoat. Yeah, in as much as he has his own tactics, things has not worked well as he wants. He keeps saying, these players cannot fit into my style. These players cannot fit into my style. It's not as if Ajax as a football club had a better player than we, or better player profiles than we do. Most of their players have come to us. Martinez is here, Van der Beek is here, Anthony is here, Onana is here. Still yet, he still says he does not have the player he needs. I don't know what he needs. But like, let me be frank. Let me do this on Ten Hag's glory. Our players are too lazy. That's one. They are fucking lazy. Like, okay, look at what Matic said yesterday. He said that when he was in Chelsea, the players used to come to training very early. But when he came to Man U, he noticed some players usually come late. People like Sancho, Pogba, and some other players usually come to training late. That he had to set up a disciplinary committee within that same players. There were a disciplinary committee that fines people 70k pounds whenever they come late to training. And those are the players that Pogba now is out. Sancho now is being sanctioned by the coach, and we are saying the coach is too harsh. You can see everybody saying, even in Dortmund, they say he's coming to training late. He came to Man United, the same thing. He was in City, they throw him away to Dortmund. From Dortmund now, they have thrown him away to Man U. Now he's in Man U, now Man U want to throw him away again. So it's clear that this guy is doing something wrong. That's why everybody are throwing him away. Forget that they cashed in on us. But like, it's facts that this guy has something he has to change on. That's one. Number two, if you have to discipline Sancho, then you have to discipline Rashford with immediate effect. When I mean you have to do it right now. If I see Rashford in any match henceforth, then I know that Ten Hag is a biased coach because he's going to discipline A and leave B. We all know that Sancho is a hard worker in during match. Yes, he plays. He's a better hard worker than Rashford during match. But Rashford can come to training early, maybe. I think so. You understand? He can work hard in training, but he's trying to see. I think that the players are trying to pass a message because if you notice, most of our players are not happy with this situation. Most of our players are not happy that they are not playing. People like Varane, Regulon, Casemiro, Amrabat, there are so many of them. Anthony, they are not happy that they are not playing. Do you get? They feel like this guy is favoring some particular set of players. So I will not be shocked that there's a dressing room problem. Yeah, I'm not shocked. But I think that the best solution to those problems is more discipline. Because you cannot be in a club where Mourinho is coaching you. Rafa will do that thing. And Rafa will play again this season. You should be thinking about next season. You understand? You should just sit down and end this season. Then Ten Hag is smiling with you and you play you again, you move again, you play again, and you're telling me you're angry. They should withdraw your contract. I'll pay you off. Fuck off, man. Like they are playing nonsense.
All right. Information reaching Man United is that the complaints these players are making is that they are saying the training is too intense, that Ten Hag's tactics and his demand during training is too much. My question for these guys is if the training is too intense, Why don't we get to see it on match day? Our very first game of the season, when we played against Wolves, Wolves literally ran us down, and that is how it has been post that game. Every single match we've played, apart from the game against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup, our midfield has been run down. Our attack, there's been no cohesion in our attack, and there's been lapses in our defense. Our goalkeeper, gorgeous goodness, you know who Onana is. So there's been problems everywhere. Lack of effort. Now let me use Marcus Rashford because he's our current scapegoat. Rashford is an inconsistent player. His career is built with ups, is made up of ups and downs. If he's in form this season, he goes out of form for 2 seasons, comes back in form again. And the annoying part is I can accept if a player is having a bad game. I can accept if a player is having a bad run of form. But what I can't accept is when there is a lack of effort. Now, Harry Maguire has had bad games. He has gone out of form. Bruno Fernandes has had bad games. But what you never see from these players is them not putting the effort. Fernandes can run the full length of the pitch if he needs to, even if he's having a bad game. So Rashford deserves to be dropped. The most annoying part about this Marcus Rashford situation is the fact that this dude has played with Ibrahimovic. Rashford has played with Wayne Rooney, Cavani, Ronaldo. We are Nigerians. Igalo. Rashford had played with world-class strikers, but just look at his career. The least we can ask of you, you're being paid 300,000 plus quid a week. The least we can ask of you is to at least show the effort. Let's just trash this situation. Let's trash this issue. Let's go into our pre-match prediction for the game against Chelsea tomorrow. Okay, so on your screen is the team that played against Newcastle. So this is the starting lineup Ten Hag selected for our game against Newcastle. So Kisi, what changes are you going to make to this starting lineup?
Send everybody to send everybody send everybody out. Guy. Martial, Radford, McTominay, Dalot to the bench.
Dalot to the bench. So if we're sending Diogo Dalot, McTominay to the bench, Marcus Rashford and Martial, who should we replace them with?
Replace Martial with HOJLUND, 100%. Radford with
And
Anthony.
for Marcus Rashford, Scott
HOJLUND for
McTominay.
Martial.
Okay,
Anthony in for Rashford.
okay,
Amrabat in for Scott McTominay.
okay. And how about Diogo Dalot?
Regulon in for Dalot.
So if we make those changes, this is what our formation is going to look like. So we have Hoyland, Anthony, Sofian Amrabat, and Sergio Reguilon
This is
into the
class.
starting
This is
lineup.
class. You know why I love this? Why I say this is class
Mm,
is if you look at Amrabat and Manu as these pivots, these dudes
yeah,
are basically going to do one job for me, which is
hold that
sit at
midfield.
this midfield and play the ball. Allow Bruno to do
Yeah,
what he's best at. Right now,
yeah,
with these two people now understanding themselves, yeah, we can play Chelsea any kind of football. We can attack Chelsea and Amrabat sit because he does not have that pace. Amrabat sit down
yes, it does not.
and make the Maguire and Shaw a three-man back. Allowing Regulon to go inside, deep inside, to play with Fernandes and Garnacho as in the midfield. You understand? Yeah, then allowing Manuel to be at the central, allowing Fernandes to go deep and receive passes from all angles. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice because I think it's good that we can have this kind of. But I don't know if our coach can play something like this. I don't know.
Now, in the previous game, the game against Newcastle, I noticed that Kobe Mino was tasked with a different responsibility from the one he had against Everton.
Yeah,
Against Newcastle, he was not given that free role to make himself available and move, yeah, and receive the ball and then
he
pass the
was just
ball.
suffering
He was asked to
throughout the
man
match.
mark. Yes, he was. Yeah, he was asked to man mark throughout the match, and it limited his ability.
Yeah,
So I would like to see Mino play his normal kind of football. I would like to see him given a free role so he gets to move, make himself available, move around
yeah.
the
That's
midfield,
why Amrabat
sit
has to
back.
sit back. Yes, Amrabat has to sit back
Exactly.
if possible. The way I'm seeing things, I see a revolution of Regulon coming back to play central defense with
Okay.
Shaw. It happened during our last match on the 8 something
Okay.
minutes. Regulion was sitting back with Maguire. They were playing a high line with Maguire. But playing
Okay.
a high line against Chelsea is a very dangerous play because Chelsea have very
Oh
fast
yes, it is.
strikers. It's very dangerous.
We saw what
Chelsea,
happened to Tottenham.
yeah, Chelsea have very fast, and Maguire cannot handle Sterling and Palmer
He doesn't have that pace.
with
No.
Jackson. So they have a very physical striker, which is Jackson. I think Maguire can handle a physical striker, but you cannot handle a pacing striker. So that's why Wan-Bissaka needs to up his game. But the fact that Anthony is there makes everything easy for him. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we leave, Kize, what is your predicted scoreline for this game?
This is the most difficult part of the whole session. This score line because
Bro,
we've never gotten it right before. So like
at all.
in as much as I'm always positive, I think I need to accept defeat sometimes. Even before the match, if you ask it, because this Chelsea Football Club is a club that have not gotten more than 1 point in up to 4 straight seasons or 3 seasons. They've not got, let me say 3 seasons. Let me be fair. They have not gotten more than 1 point from Man U in Premier League football, and we won them four. Or was it 5-1? 5-1 in our last match. So God, okay, 4-1.
I think it was four.
So it was supposed to be 10, but we missed a lot of chances. So like you can imagine that kind of comeback. So like these guys are not coming to play with us. So yeah, and imagine their game against Brighton, man. They won Brighton that we can never do. So guy, they're in a better place to win the match. But let's say I have to give two predictions. Yeah, Chelsea 3-1
Okay.
win, Chelsea 3-1 win, or Man U 2-0 win.
Okay, so for me, I think it is going to be a draw. Now, that game we won against Chelsea, that 4-1 win, that seems like it was years ago. Our form has been horrible. We've been horrific this season, so we're not going to have the luxury we had in that game. Chelsea are they are a lot more better than they were then. So I think we're going to draw 2-2. We're going to concede just as much as we're going to score. The introduction of Hoyland and Anthony, they're going to give us options to score. And Ganache is also on goal form. So, yes, we're going to score goals. But then I don't trust Onana on goal. So, yeah, we're also going to concede. So, I think it's going to be a 2-all draw.
All right, not bad.
All right, so that's it. Send us your predicted starting 11 and then your scoreline on the comment section. We're going to join you after the game. Bye.
All right.